YouTube, it's Erin, and I am the handbag housewife, and I'm back again with another video. Today's video is going to be the largest Louis Vuitton handbag unboxing I have ever done on my channel. And when I say unboxing, I really mean unbagging. And this will be the 6th installment, I believe, of the 18 to 20 part series where I unbox and unbag bags. That's kind of a tongue twister that I had before YouTube was a thing for me. And really, the whole thing started with this particular bag because this is not only the largest Louis Vuitton handbag unboxing, unbagging that I will ever do probably on this channel, but it's also my first luxury handbag. So it's a twofer. You get like the largest and the first. You can't hardly beat that. For today's purposes, I decided to use the shopping bag instead of boxing it up, just to switch things up a little bit and make things a bit more interesting. I'm gonna set that aside for just a minute because I do have one item for sale that I wanted to show you, and I wanted to explain why, and then I'll get to the unboxing right after that. The item I have for sale is my beautiful Coach Studio bag in the chalk color. It is in excellent, excellent condition. And the reason I am selling it is because I have so many bags, either in this color or really, really close to this color. And on top of that, I have one on the way. I talked to you recently about Fashion File and a coupon that I had. Well, I used it to buy a cream colored bag with gold hardware. And so I wanted to look around in my collection and pick out a cream colored bag with gold hardware to part with. And if you look here, the studio bag is all leather lined. It has a plethora of pockets. It's got this back pocket, the big center compartment. It's got this front pocket. It does not have an exterior pocket, but you're certainly gonna have a lot of pockets to work with as an alternative. The closure in the front is with this button, and you can lock that closed, although I don't know why you would want to, but you can. And then the keys for it are inside of this little clochette here. And then of course there's the Coach hang tag as well. I think I've used this twice. It comes with a really nice strap, and I do love that the glazing on the chalk studio bag is lighter in color instead of darker, because it seems like when you have a really light color bag and you have darker edge coating or edge paint, that a lot of times you get bleeding of that edge paint. And in fact, the bag that I have coming from Fashion File has just a little bit of that, but I am okay with it. It happens more, I think, that you get that bleed over when you have pebbled leather versus smooth, and it depends on the brand. I know Coach, they do the same thing. I mean, sometimes they'll get little drips of it, it seems like, that spray as they roll that edge paint on. But I don't notice anything like that with this bag because it has this really light edge coat, and even with it being light, I mean, I think I could see it and I don't see anything like that. I also love that the edges of the studio bag are the rolled leather edges, so there isn't very much of the edge paint to begin with. You've got it right there on this part and this part, but then the rest of those exterior edges are rolled leather. So I'm 5'8" and I have this bag positioned on about the middle setting. It could drop down much lower, or it could go higher as well. So no matter what height you are, this strap has you covered. And one thing I love about the studio bag is that you can swap out the straps, and also that it has that leather interior, because I find that so luxurious. Now you probably are gonna say, Erin, why are you selling this beautiful bag? You love it. And you can tell I love it because of the way I am talking about it. But let me show you why. I have two other chalk bags by Coach in my collection. I have the camera bag, and then I also have the Coach Cassie. The Coach Cassie's going nowhere. It's the Cassie 19 actually, but it's going nowhere. It's one of my top styles with Coach, my top favorites. And the camera bag is the same thing. I love how squishy gushy the camera bag is. These are both relatively lightweight. They're lighter than the studio bag, and part of that is because they don't have the leather lining. That does add weight, but it is so luxurious. I also have this super cute Longchamp extra small, and I think the color of this is called Chalk, and it's very similar shade to the studio bag as well, although a completely different silhouette. A closer silhouette to the studio bag would be my Saint Laurent puffer bag. This is the Loulou Puffer in the small size, and the color is crema soft, I think, and it has slightly more of a gray undertone than the studio bag does. And once again, it is a lighter weight, I think, and although it doesn't have the detachable strap, which I love about the studio bag, it does have a chain strap which can be worn either on the shoulder or crossbody. Next, I have the Louis Vuitton Buci bag. This comes with a strap that can be worn on the shoulder or crossbody, just like the studio bag, and it's a similar shape to the studio bag, although it's slightly slimmer in profile than the Coach Studio bag. So for that reason, this bag also works better for me. Last but not least, I have my Coach Soft Tabby in the ivory shade. The Soft Tabby has the big C buckle, just like the Studio, so I'm not going to miss out on having the C buckle. And it also is a little bit lighter weight than the studio bag. Now I'm sacrificing that leather lining, which is so luscious, going with each and every one of these other bags. In each case, there are reasons why I might pick one of these bags before the studio bag. If you would like to purchase her, I'm selling her for $350, and that's basically what I paid, but I won't charge you tax and I won't charge you shipping. So if you're interested in this beauty, let me know. Mine is absolutely stunning. A lot of them have weird things going on with the quilts or dents or, you know, other issues. This one is a stunning Coach Studio bag. So now that I fit that in the frame, I'm going to go ahead and pull out the Louis Vuitton bag in the bag. You've all seen her before, but I very rarely feature her. She is Berri MM. The Berri has a lot going for her. At the time that this bag was given to me, it was, I guess you could say, the Delightful's more sophisticated sister. And the reason I say that is because the Berri has the corner patches, the Berri has a lock, the Berri has a clochette, and this chain is from Dress Up Your Purse, and I absolutely love it. It is a chunky chain with the honey vachetta, comes in 30 or 50 centimeters, and I'm pretty sure the 30 centimeters still available. This one may be the 50. I'm pretty sure it is, but you could see I could even use it as a shoulder strap with this bag or let it dangle, and I love it. But if you're looking for something like this, I think the 30 centimeter is around 12 inches, and that's why I think that this is probably the 50 centimeter. There are other colors available as well. I also have it in the damier bend, so you might just pop on there. I'll link them and my code down in the description box. So when I got the Berri, I was into big bags, and it was a gift to me from my husband for my 40th birthday party. I have an insert inside. I think I had this custom made by somebody on Etsy, and it's been so long, I doubt they even have an Etsy store anymore, but there's like almost like a cardboard feeling material inside the lining, and it's like a cotton twill. You can see that whatever is inside there has gotten bent, and that kind of surprises me because the bag has just been stuffed sitting on my shelf, but it's not wearing the best. I guess I would have to say I would check Zumani if you have this bag and see if they have an insert for you. But I do love the pocket configuration. I like lots of pockets. With this bag though, I would not use smaller things or eliminate SLGs, so the pockets would be a way to just keep it from being a black hole. Now, on this thick upper strap, you've got Louis Vuitton Paris. I'm pretty sure this bag was made in the USA. The corners are where the Berri shows the most wear and tear, just like right here. And I do feel like they are designing the balloon, or what I like to call my baloney bag, and mine is in black, but I feel like they're designing the corners a little better on the newer bags that have the corners, because they don't go all the way around and fold into a point. But that said, you can replace the vachetta corners on this bag if you want to. And you can also replace the handle. And looking at it, it looks like it would be a relatively easy repair where you wouldn't necessarily have to take apart the entire bag like you do when you, let's say, would replace the piping on a Speedy. That looks a lot more labor intensive to me. So I've got the bag empty right now, and you can see it has like the ability to be really slouchy. And with big bags coming back in, I think I'm probably going to end up using this again. She's been on the shelf for a little while, but the canvas on this bag, it is so squishy gushy and it feels amazing. In fact, back in the day when I got this bag, I didn't know that this was not leather, and it feels really good, like it could be leather. Kind of on the fence about whether I want the organizer in it or not when I wear it, because you can see it's sort of a beautiful mess without the organizer. And when you set it down on the table, it's just really floppy. And that's why it's nice to have the organizer inside. The inside of the bag is about the same shade as the organizer I picked. And you've got a couple pockets on this side right here. And then you have one big wide pocket on the other side. And that pocket tends to snag everything I put inside, gets stuck there and either ends up in the pocket, or I just have to move it until I get it past that pocket to get it inside. The other thing about that organizer is it's just a little heavy. So I kind of feel like that's why I don't love carrying it with that inside. If I got one from Zumani, it might make this bag more wearable. But look, I've got the organizer in there right now. Look at how beautiful that drapes. It's like a croissant. It's just perfect. It does feel like the bag kind of fills with air. You can smash the air out of it as you wear it. But if you do have items in it, it drapes even nicer than you're seeing right now. Some of the other details to appreciate are that it says Louis Vuitton on the grommets that hold the rings on. If you do want to get a crossbody strap and attach it here, it's not the standard size Louis Vuitton clips that will fit on this. You need like jumbo clips to get over this ring. The zipper pulls themselves are much like the ones that we see today. The ones on the newer bags today aren't exactly the same, but I feel like the style's very similar. So I got this when I turned 40, and so that was about 6 years ago. I feel like Louis Vuitton went away from these corner patches and then they came back to them. And I thought you were supposed to have like 10 years between cycles of fashion, but I think that the corner patches were something that people missed and they brought them back sooner. This bag does have a seam on the bottom, and it has excellent alignment. Not only is the seam at the bottom matched up quite nicely, but then the pattern on the front and on the back looks great as well as the sides. You can see that the little floors are lined up really nicely, especially as you get up towards the top. And that's just not something that you're seeing as often anymore with new Louis Vuitton bags. You can still find it, but you've got to hunt a lot harder. Anyway, this is my Berri the bag that started it all. If you want to hear the whole story, I will link my initial video down below. It wasn't a video quite like this. I talked about the birthday celebration that my husband threw for me for my 40th, and it was all a surprise. The bag was a surprise. So if you want to learn more about how he did that, I will link that video down in the description box. But I wanted to do today's video a lot like I've been doing the other ones, where I show you the bag in detail, talk to you about what I like about it, maybe what I don't like for instance, these corners, how they can get really dirty and worn. And then I let you know also, I've had this in my collection, so I must like it. Now, in this case, it is a little different than every other bag I will show you in this series, in that this bag has sentimental attachment with me, or I have sentimental attachment to it. And that is because my husband gave it to me, and he has given me not one other bag really. I mean, he has gotten me other bags, but it has been because I've shown them to him and asked him to give them to me. This bag, this was all him, and it's the only one that was all him. And for that reason, this one's gonna stick with me till the bitter end. But hopefully it's not too bitter. Hopefully it's a sweet, happy end, just like the end of this video. So if you like this video, please give me a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, what are you waiting for? Do it and ring the notification bell so that you are notified of future exciting content such as this. Also, go find me on Instagram. The name there's the same. It's the @ then the handbag housewife, all lowercase. You can DM me there, or you can email me at thehandbaghousewife@gmail.com. If I don't hear from you, I will see you again real soon. Take care and have a fabulous day. Bye.